bomb. Hello. Do the salsa? I mean, I could. I don't know if I want to, though. I've been learning the Assumptions dance, like the one with the blue shirt guy. I've been learning that one a little bit. I guess I could do that one. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, John. Thank you, John. Appreciate it. This isn't a melody. These are just scales. So I have my little sheet that I go by here. So basically, for the major scales, you just pick the note that you're going to start on, and then it goes up by half steps for the most part, whatever the major scale is. So D would start on D, and that's the pattern that I'm following is on that sheet. And then if I want to move it to a different one, I just move the note that I'm going from. So I was on first finger D, and now I'm going to move that up to an E flat. And then E natural. F natural. And then the top of the scales are all 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That's referring to these three fingers right here. So. And then, yeah, they just kind of go up from there. And then there's also the minor, melodic minor, and harmonic that I'm working on. So major would be just kind of the happier sounding one. And then there's a different finger pattern if you want to go to minor. And then there's harmonic minor. And yeah, they all kind of have a different sound. And then other one is I'm still working on the melodic minor. It's a little weird. Yeah, so those are those ones. Probably go into the Quran now. So yeah, we're not working too much on the Boccherini right now. There is some cool stuff in that though. It goes up, but yeah. That part's pretty far up there. It's a little off right now, but yeah. And then there's the chocolate code. Yeah, so working on the Quran here. Thank you, Vania. Appreciate it. Thank you, Water Song. Appreciate it. Can you play New Yay? No. I don't know any Yay songs, unfortunately. Shostakovich? I know a little bit of the third movement. Yeah, and then there's the chords there. I'm not too sure on those. I would need the music, and the music's also not easy to find. No. I don't have the music or anything, but yeah, I'm tired. I know a little bit of the Prokofiev. Is it that one? Something like that. And then the other one starts up high, right? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, are those part of the same quartet? I think one is third movement, one is second. Chopin C minor, C sharp. Well, I'm on my phone here. Let me look it up on my second phone. I might be able to. I probably. Oh, is it the? Nice one from Greece. Appreciate it. Yeah, good night in Greece. It's probably 6-ish hours ahead. Maybe? I don't know. It's like 10 p.m. for me, so. Is it that one? Oh, 5:20. Oh, so you're going to bed really late. It's like early morning. I think that's the C minor. Bach Prelude? I could also grab the music and try and play it. I'll grab my music in a second. It's the... I can go grab it real quick. I think you're talking about Prelude from the first suite, right? I can go grab it. Thank you, Water Song. Yeah, I have it right here. I haven't played it in a minute though, so I don't know. We'll see though. That is weird positioning there. Thank you, Raven. Appreciate it. that's the weird stretch right there. Yeah, I guess you want a full bow there, so. Those are all good things, Thiago. Yeah. Great things to hear. Yeah, that's that one. Oh, that's a sharp though. No, this is not a viola. This is a cello. Appreciate it, Akash. You know, classical stuff. Yeah, no, this is a cello, monkey. This is a cello. Thank you, Thiago. Minuets. Yeah, I can move on to the minuets. Diago. I haven't played these in a minute, sorry. Thank you. Appreciate that. Patricia. You're welcome, Helios. No problem. That one. Might be that one. kind of leave those like that. But those ones aren't the ones I'm working on right now. That one. I've been playing roughly 6 years, almost 7, so not that long. Yeah, not that long. Save that section for later. I think it picks up like. Yeah, that one's the other other direction. It's getting there. Yeah, it's that section. That's a G there instead. Hello, Heroku. Hello. Hello, Avid. Welcome in. Trying to think what else I could work on. I mean, Front was making progress, so that's good. Five minor scales do need work. The Boccherini is fun. This section. Thank you, thank you. music for that. I'll go you. Oops, oh no. A vet, I play, well, it's changed a lot. Towards the beginning of this year, school year, alright. Towards the beginning of this school year, probably like 2 to 3 hours-ish. Yeah, it was like 2 to 3 hours. And last year too is around 2 to 3 hours. Sometimes closer to 3.5. But recently, I've kind of struggled just to even get the cello out, and play. I don't know, life has been busy and, yeah, just finding the motivation to play and want to practice has kind of been tough. So, yeah, a mixture of a lot of things, and with this school year wrapping up and stuff. But, I don't know, I would say it used to be 2 to 3, now it's more like, if I do get it out to practice, it's like 45 minutes to an hour and a half. Yeah, and it's not the same. So, I kind of go through stages sometimes, so it happened last year too, where towards the summer I didn't do as much with it, and it kind of tapered off, and then once you get back into the school year, it kind of picks itself up again, and then you start going. So it's kind of goes all over the place, but yeah, that's where I'm at right now. high notes. I mean, yeah. It's harder too just to play higher in general. Just stay out in the frog and yeah. Yeah. Whatever goes on up there. All kind of stuff. That was a fun piece. I need to record that piece soon for an audition. Appreciate it. This piano trio stuff. That's what it's been a little wacky. Getting paid for what? I don't get paid on YouTube yet. I'm not monetized. I've had the subscribers for a while actually. We're pretty close to 2,000, and I'm at. Oh, okay. But yeah, I don't know if you want to hear about YouTube monetization anymore. I don't have the watch hours though for that, because I stopped producing long form content. Except I do live streams occasionally, so I think those count for watch hours. And then the YouTube shorts, I did those for like 6 months consistently, and now it's just here and there. But yeah, still not there on the monetization. I plan to pursue a professional career. I'd say it's more of a hobby. Yeah, I have ambitions in life and financial goals that music probably won't be able to provide, just based on when I started and where I'm at and where I would be headed. So, and just doing it full time, um, I think I would rather do something else. But I probably will join like a community orchestra or a smaller orchestra too, uh, post college when I'm working and stuff. So I'll still play in an orchestra, but as far as playing in something like LA Phil or Chicago, New York, even down to Pittsburgh, those kind of things, probably not. Oh, nice, John. Glad to hear you play. So yeah, probably not just as a career, not as a career. Yeah. I really like that section though. And then it returns back to the regular melody. Oh, I didn't know it was flipping. That tends to be a problem with orchestral audio. Tell me if this sounds better. messing up the notes. I hope it sounds better though. Weather too, possibly. Oh, it's 11:14 already. Let's see here. Is there any nice little popper stuff to work on? Hey, good to meet you, violinist from India. Okay, so that's it. Yeah. Alright, SCT. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah. I think it shifts down. Yeah. So it's still second string, it just shifts down. So that's what it should be. That's what it should be. Those variations. Those are double stop though. In in thirds. That's what does it. So I think the shifts happen there, and then it just all comes together. I haven't practiced this much in a long minute. I mean, yeah, there's nothing. So I guess there's nothing much left. I guess if you guys have any last minute questions, feel free to ask. Yeah, I'll probably be wrapping up. just dying off camera. I can hear a harmonic. Yeah, I was hearing that one. Yeah, it's that F sharp. Getting that F sharp. Alright. Okay. That was a good cello session there. 13 likes, had a lot of viewers come in and out, connected with people. Had a good time, so I hope you all enjoyed the music. Don't know when I'll be live again. This was a lot of fun though, so definitely think about doing it again sometime soon. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this and want to support me. Yeah, there's some content to go watch on my channel. I think the most viewed short has like 170,000-ish views. Or no, it's more like 120. It's not that much. So if you want to check that out, Daniel Trivanov is pretty interesting, and it's a good piece. So check that out on my shorts. Other than that, I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, or night, depending on where you are. I'm gonna go to sleep pretty soon, actually, because it's like 11 p.m.-ish. And, yeah. I will see you guys later, guys and gals. So, if you want to see me play again, make sure to subscribe so that you can see when I go live. Other than that, thank you for watching. I'll see y'all later.